Welcome to Follow Your Heart Intuition, everyone. Just want to wish you a happy holiday. I've not given a reading for Aries for a while, so today I want to give a reading Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus in Aries. And we think we've just moved into Capricorn season, so let's see what's going on for you. Aries in Capricorn season. It's been a super interesting time here. I think we're all changing, moving into a new way of living life after COVID, and also just becoming more aware of our patterning and belief systems and where they serve us and where they don't. But also it's really important to listen to your own feelings about things, and also take your time making decisions, not rushing into making decisions, at least until the end of, I would say, January. So Aries, what's up with you? I don't usually read cards upside down, but I will look into it. Okay. So what I'm getting from you is you've come full circle on something that has stressed you. In the past with the Ten of Swords, and you had to stand up, and whatever decision it is you made, you feel like you've made the best one. But in hindsight, you also realized you sabotaged yourself on some level. The decision you've made in one way isn't a bad one, but you could have made the decision and had it wasn't a yes or no decision. You could have actually, it's like you could have benefited from staying connected to the other situation in a way that didn't involve you. It's a bit like a friendship. You want to have a healthy distance towards a friendship, but what you did is there was something involved that you could have benefited from, and you turned it down because you don't want to be too close to that person. But at the same time, you could have benefited in a way that served you without losing your independence. With this, there was an offering there with this situation, and it didn't come from the person you're involved with, but it revolved around that person. And it could be that you have what I would call some father issues, Aries, and it's bringing out a slightly aggressive side in you. All in all, you are happy with the decision, but you are starting to realize that your rigidity actually sort of held you back from something. You could have really come out the other way. And it also stopped you from thinking clearly. And in that way, moving forward is like repeating an old cycle. And that causes some, I would say, sense of burden. Knowing this friend or this person that you want or have no choice in having in your life, could be a family member, actually you could have benefited from the situation, but you didn't just, you pushed that person and this benefiting situation away. Whereas you could have set boundaries with that person and benefited from the situation. And I think the situation could have been financial as well. In any case, you sort of are starting to realize how you sabotage yourself and you're running away. I think it's to do with fear. So I'm just going to get some clarity on this devil energy, because that person is still in your life. You may think you've hurt them, but actually, yeah, you didn't quite know how to balance things. The Temperance card was upside down. And I think you just fired ahead rather than kind of thought, okay, in order for me to not get sucked into the game this person is playing, I can step back here, but I can also benefit from the situation that is presented to me because of that person. So I hope this reading makes sense. Yeah, they've really stressed you mentally, but I also think you might have been your own worst enemy here. You need to listen more to your intuition, or people who are intuitive around you. And taking advice is not a bad thing, because it's like you ask a friend for advice and they give you really good advice, but when it comes to the hump and you panic, you actually discard all the work that you've done previously, and with it also discard the advice that you've been given. It just means you're emotionally not fully stable within yourself, Aries. What's the outcome here? Or you're growing, you're still growing emotionally. But there's a pattern there where you just want to run away from situations. That's the feeling I'm getting. And it does cause you some sense of grief in hindsight. Rather than battling people head on who are headstrong like yourself, Aries, sometimes it's better to take a more neutral stance and not drop the benefits that come from these people, especially with family members. I mean, family is not something you can easily turn your back on if it doesn't suit you. But you could have, you know what, you could have really benefited for that, and it would have been a nice kind of nest egg. So there's some kind of thing that was offered to you that would have been good for your own stability, and because you didn't want to be near that other person and them snooping into what your choices are, you've sort of sabotaged yourself. So that's slightly, I think that's making you sad. I'm just gonna get some clarity about this opportunity that you missed, and is this opportunity, or not this particular one, but a similar opportunity going to come along for you again? Okay, I like the Fool's card. That means you let go of what happened, learn from it, and then let go and take a leap of faith, because other opportunities will be offered to you, Aries. And what's beautiful about it is it feels a bit like you're starting a new adventure, and you can run free and take a leap of faith, and that's probably the best attitude for you at this point. I also get the sense that, yeah, definitely family was involved. And this situation may also involve that memories can be healed, or old childhood dreams are ready to be revived. So I definitely think this situation revolves around family members that you might not have easy relationships with, but at the same time, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. And in some ways, you've done a little bit of that. So I think, learn from it. Don't disregard advice that you're given when you suddenly think you know better. Because often those impulsive reactions can actually not just hold you back, but also the people who believe in you. It holds them back as well, because they give you this energy, they support you on the path, and then suddenly, because something doesn't suit you, you sort of throw a curveball into bigger picture, and at the end of the day, yeah, you are definitely the one who pulled the short stick, and you don't want that. So I mean, there's other opportunities coming along, I would say, with you. Work on your self-respect, and also respect the people who do mean well for you, even though they might have a slightly different way of thinking about things and looking at things. So I hope this reading resonates with you, Aries, and I look forward to giving you another reading again. If you want a personal reading, you can email me at followyourheartintuition@gmail.com. That's the only way I ever reach out, through the YouTube channel. I do not leave any comments in any replies about situations. So yeah, have a wonderful new year. New Year's on its way, and I look forward to giving you a reading again in the coming year. Bye for now.